Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Set. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Johnson, 57 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. To throw is Nix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing Nix. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart. Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Nix. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nix to throw again.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Nix to the air. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now McNabb. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here's McNabb. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, McNabb. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
To throw. Here's Nix. This one taken in by Hester. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now it's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And some space here. How did he stay on his feet? And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering how we...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're...